All right, so today we're going to be talking about addition and subtraction of decimals. We call this decimal operations because operations are really adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. So, really, just some key vocabulary to keep in mind here. And the big one is place value, and that's just how far a specific digit in a number is. Okay, so for example, here we've got a 7 that's in our ones place. We've got a 1 that's in our tens place. We've got a 5 in our tenths place, a 9 in our hundredths place, and a 1 in our thousandths place. So as you move to the left of your decimal, each step is 10 times bigger. And as you move to the right of your decimal, each step is 10 times smaller. So when we're talking about adding and subtracting decimals, really there's three rules. And rule number one is the golden rule of adding and subtracting decimals. And that's make sure you line up your decimals. Your second step is just add or subtract just like you normally would. And your third rule is fill in your decimals at the end. So let's take a look at the first example for adding decimals. We've got 45 and 7 tenths plus 17 and 4 tenths. And so as you can see, I followed my first step already. So we're writing this like a standard addition problem, but we just need to line up our decimal. After that, it's just addition. So 4 plus 7 is 11, so we carried our 1. 7 plus 5 is 12, plus the carried 1 is 13, carry that 1. And 4 plus 1 is 5. And now we've got to take account of these decimals, and we just add our decimal exactly under where those decimals are. And so our answer ends up being 53 and 1/10. Our second example, we've got 22 and 35 hundredths minus 10 and 21 hundredths. So here, it's the exact same thing. Rule one, you've got to line up your decimals. So we're good with that. Check. Then we're going to subtract exactly like we've always subtracted. 5 minus 1 is 4. 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 minus 0 is 2. And 2 minus 1 is 1. And then we're going to look at our third step. So we've got our decimals in our problem itself. So we're going to add our decimals at the very end. And that's it. So we don't do anything different other than just keeping track of where the decimal needs to go. And in order to do that, we just line up our decimal.